in my own hood, back from New Zealand. I had an amazing time down there. But now I'm home in the winter wonderland, but it's pumping warm in my greenhouse right now. And Roger and Mark have been planting our tomatoes. Like, this is the earliest I've ever put tomatoes in the ground in my life. The only reason I can do it is because I've got this heated greenhouse with double wall poly. And while I was gone, we've had some really nasty pest problems with aphids that have come back in our nursery. So Roger and Mark have decided, they kind of just took action and they took them out of the nursery and brought them in here, which was a good move because the aphids didn't transfer over here. They kind of have stayed in the nursery. So we've got all of our nursery stock, our tomatoes, all in this greenhouse, all over here as well. And we're trying a different interplanting strategy this year. I'll show you that in a second, but you can see all of our tomatoes that were potted up the day that I left for New Zealand. They're all here. We've got some basil that's going to get planted in the nursery in the beds there. But I'm doing some other experiments with pests. I'm going to get some ladybugs in there and try that. I've tried it before. It's never worked for me. But at this point, I'll just try anything to see if I can mitigate the bug problems. So we've got Salanova lettuce that's all going to get interplanted in here. And so what the guys are doing right now is we are putting our tomatoes in the same beds with our normal lettuce, how we had it before. Mark has pulled these fabrics off, prepped the beds the way we normally do. He's been using the tilther. We've got some new compost and fertilizer in there. And what we're doing is we're putting our tomatoes every second hole down the center, and then all the other holes here are going to get planted with lettuce. So the idea is that we'll be harvesting that lettuce for a while these tomatoes grow. And it's nice in here. Like right now, I think it's 35 degrees Celsius in here. It's very warm. And even at night, it's not that cold because we're kind of past our coldest part of the winter. By the time we get into late February here, usually it really starts to warm up. And the snow is melting outside, so that's really exciting. And I imagine it won't be too much longer until we're back outside doing work. We're just kind of waiting for the last bit of snow to melt. I've got, you know, it's melting a lot around my property, but I've still got this mess to deal with. And I've got 6 new caterpillar tunnels coming from Farmer's Friend, 6 50-foot tunnels, so that's going to be a new part of the farm infrastructure this year. I'm just gonna stop doing low tunnels altogether because the winters we're getting a lot of snow in the winters. And I'm looking at the Farmer's Almanac, and if you guys don't read the Farmer's Almanac, you should, because in my experience, it has been dead on every year, and it's predicting, actually I didn't buy the newest one, but I heard this from a friend that they're predicting 2017 winter into 2018 is going to be just as bad as this one for us. So I'm kind of like, forget this low tunnels. They don't work when it's too much snow, at least the way I've been doing it. So I'm going to switch to caterpillar tunnels and kind of see how that goes. If you guys haven't seen my video on caterpillar tunnels when I was in Memphis, click up here and check that out. I've got a link down below if you want to buy them from Farmer's Friend. They are amazing. And I've also got something else I want to show you guys. I was contacted by the good folks at Coolbot, and they've given me a discount code for any of my fans. So if any of you guys want to buy one of these, you want to buy a Coolbot, you can save 20 bucks. Just follow the link below. You know, a lot of you guys are probably ramping up your farm, getting ready for the season, building walk-in coolers. I know a bunch of people who've just signed up for my 5-day course in June are doing the same, and so now's the time to start looking for infrastructure and looking to set your farm up while you're not in the field. Get your infrastructure happening first before you get overwhelmed with all the jobs that have to happen outside. That's what's great about winter in a way, is that you've got that time to focus on just tasks at hand. And when I was down in New Zealand at Jody's place, that was something he was saying that was really difficult for him, is trying to balance all the stuff that has to happen in the farm at the same time building walk-in coolers, post-harvest sheds, all this kind of stuff. It's really overwhelming. So the winters are a perfect time for us in the colder climates to get those things happening. So I hope you guys are gonna take the time this winter to do some of that. Watering of our nursery stock here are our microgreens. I got a ton of lettuce over here still too. And one thing I was gonna show you guys that was a bit of a bummer to find out when I came home is our green wall is now empty again. The aphid problem like wiped them out, and so Mark and Roger decided to pull them out, and we're going to get some ladybugs in here, see if they do anything, and then we'll replant it again with some of that basil that we've got in the other greenhouse. But in the meantime, in this greenhouse, it's just a lot of the same kind of production, microgreens on a weekly basis, doing some big orders for stores. Got a new grocery store we're selling to. We just started to selling to them. They're going to be kind of ramping up as the weather gets warmer and people start looking for more green, fresh veggies and stuff like that. And that's pretty much what's going on today. I'm actually in my office a lot today. I'm just setting up a new rising and lowering stand-up desk, which is really cool. But yeah, not much on the farm except getting these lettuce plugs in, and now we're just really waiting for the snow to melt so we can get out and put up our new caterpillar tunnels. So that's what's happening today, guys. If you found that useful, please hit the subscribe button right now, and we'll talk to you later.